Hello, and welcome to this video about the migration agency and allowances. We will learn about the different allowance forms, what to do if you need glasses, and how important it is to save all the receipts that you get. Daily allowance. Here we have the form for daily allowance. It is the most common form of allowance for asylum seekers. Remember that all income must be reported, whether it is an allowance or a salary. An important thing to remember is that the form must be filled in even if you have no income. Simply enter a 0 if you have none. It must be filled in any case. For the Swedish Migration Agency, it is also important that you notify them if you get a new job. Bring an employment contract or salary papers and submit to them. When you have to fill in if you have any assets, you also have to give it thought. A car is an asset, for example. Ask if you are unsure. And last but not least, you must sign the document. But be careful what you sign. Read the paper an extra time and make sure everything you've filled in is correct before you sign, so you don't have to do it again. You may be liable for repayment if you provide incorrect information, so get it right from the start. People from the Ukraine under the Mass Refugee Directive must declare if they receive any kind of allowance from their home country. Special allowance. If you have expenses that are not covered by the daily allowance, use this, the form for special allowance. The most common expenses we will go through now are healthcare, glasses, and winter clothes. Healthcare. If you pay more than 400 kronor for healthcare and medicine over a period of 6 months, you can apply for compensation from the Swedish Migration Agency. It is called high cost protection. If you are going to apply for this allowance, it is important that you save all the receipts and bring them to the Swedish Migration Agency. Some things you cannot get money back for. So ask the pharmacy. They know, so ask them. Remember that children under 18 have free health care in Sweden. Glasses. You can get help buying glasses from the Swedish Migration Agency, in which case the application form for a special allowance applies. First of all, do not go to the optician before the Migration Agency has made a decision. They have to make a decision before you can even go to the optician. Right now, when this movie is being filmed, the winter of 2024, you can only go to the shop Synoptik to get help with glasses. When you have received a decision from the Swedish Migration Agency, you bring it to Synoptik within 3 weeks. Then you get an eye examination. And Synoptik sends the information to the Swedish Migration Agency. And then it's done. So keep in mind that you will not receive money for the actual purchase of the glasses, but the migration agency deals with everything. Winter clothes. Right now it's winter, and proper clothes are needed. They usually cost a little more, and then it might be difficult to afford them with just the regular allowance. Then you can apply for some extra money on the form for special allowance for winter clothes, among other things. The justification on the form is important for the processing to go as quickly as possible. It is important to be clear and honest. It can be as simple as, the children need overalls to be able to play outside during breaks at school. I only have thin summer clothes and will be cold when winter comes. My child has grown a lot and needs new clothes. Be specific. It is difficult for those who handle your case if it only says that you need clothes. Write instead what you need and why. If you have children, they must be able to play outside all winter, and then a cover jacket or overalls is needed. Then you simply write that. A couple of tips are that you buy slightly bigger clothes than necessary so your child can grow into the clothes. And buy second-hand. Most things in Swedish second-hand shops are in good condition. Good things to think about. You can go to the government service center instead of the migration agency's office and get help. There you can save time and they can answer many different questions. The last tip we want to give you today is that you fill in the form correctly from the beginning so you don't get rejected or have to wait. It's always better to ask once too much than too little. You have watched the series Vital Knowledge, an early intervention for asylum seekers project. The project is financed by the County Administrative Board of Kronoberg and produced by ABF Kronoberg. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.